So we join this game here in Aubenas. Score is 2 to the team in white and 3 to the team in black. So not entirely sure which terrain number this is. So I'm not entirely sure which game this is. See if I can find out in a minute. A little bit of shade now, which is very much appreciated. The last couple of games I've been filming in the direct sunlight, which is a little bit difficult, shall we say. Bouchon sprung. Difficult to mark the Bouchon there as well because there are multiple pitch marks as well.
Nouvelle formation qualifiée pour demain matin les huitièmes de finale. La formation notre ancien champion de France Frédéric Perrin, Jean-Claude Roche et Frédéric Baudet.
Confirmation there that Perrin, Baudet and Roche have got through. Quel numéro pour ce terrain, s'il vous plaît? Le terrain numéro
106.
Pardon?
106.
106. Merci beaucoup. So we have Patrice Bonnaud, Patrice Bonnaud, Alain Claro, and Michael Balbalian against Bernard Mandon, Bruno Armand, and Denis Valencien. And they are from Pétanque de Rousseau de la Marquise. And the team in white is Patrice, Alain, and Michel. This is back to the terrains that are interesting, to say the least. Because there's quite a bit of gravel. There is a big dip right the way around here. It's like a big pothole that the ball just run into. And so you have to play it up high and then let it drift through and hope that it holds. This is the cadrage, last 32. Went for the shot. Only just on the side. So we'll get confirmation of the score again in a moment. Bouchon around 8 meters now.
Il y a combien au score?
Je pense c'est 4-2, je pense. Mais de confirmation. Good ball. Bien joué. The reason it's a good ball is because it's one of those sneaky little nasty ball that is at the side, 6 inches to the side. Causes mayhem for a lot of players. Call it the boule bâtard here in France, or a bastard ball, because it's the annoying one when you can waste an awful lot of ball trying to outpoint it. Whereas in reality, you should, in my opinion, just be stepping in and hitting it straight away, no messing around.
Nouvelle formation qualifiée pour les huitièmes de finale. La formation Serge Roll, André Bresson et André Delèvre. Nous retrouverons donc demain matin pour les huitièmes de finale. Je vous rappelle, ça ne se fait pas ici. Hein. Ne descendez pas, ça ne sert à rien. Vous trouverez personne.
So confirmation of another team through to the WTM, which I will be filming tomorrow. That's, yeah, you see, good hit. I don't know why they didn't just hit it first thing, but good hit with the second. So they've got a good first ball up there, and it's a very different way of playing here. Simply because you hit and you stay around, then you have a very good 2 ball in there. That's the thinking. But everywhere has its own rules and its own thoughts on how to play the shot incoming. Just the pas droit. Frédéric, vous jouez ici? Non, fini. À demain? Ok, je filme à demain. We just pulled it short. It's in a good position though. But it's difficult. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. See the situation now for the players in black. So we've got a tough choice here. Try and come round those front ball.
Nouvelle formation que nous allons retrouver demain matin pour les huitièmes de finale. La formation de Jean-Luc Rosticchi, Bruno Serré, Thierry Combe. Demain matin, donc 9h pour le jet du but.
That's a good ball.
Allez, composé, première équipe qualifiée pour les quarts de finale demain matin. Christophe Muller, Alain Raymond et Jean Thirier.
Oh, it's run through. That did surprise me. I was sure that was short on this terrain, but he played it well. Ran through. Just shows you my thoughts. He knew his ball better than I did, and his gesture and his style and his weight, because it ended up very, very good. So 7 meters. Good ball.
Les joueurs, je vous rappelle, pour les parties qui seront qualifiées, c'est place de l'Érette demain matin. Ne vous trompez pas,
And a
ne
good
venez pas
hit.
ici. Vous ne trouverez personne. Donc, que ce soit le A ou le B demain matin.
Difficult one because they're trying to play possum here. He's trying to play into the ball. It hasn't really worked. Very, very close with that one. Again, it just pinged by. So difficult with the missed shots. Could be worth a shot now, though, again. But I think they'll just try and play into it again. That will give them a good second ball and a potentially decent third ball. But I'm not sure if he went for the Bouchon there to move that or not. But yeah. I think he's shooting the one that's behind the Bouchon. No pointing. Wow. Okay. Pretty sure.
Nouvelle formation donc, que nous retrouverons demain matin, place de l'Érette, dès 9 h pour le jet du but. La formation de Gilles Largeron, Ange en Cosse et Lionel Comoglio. Équipe qualifiée donc pour demain matin, les huitièmes de finale.
So, there's the, yeah, that was the back ball that was causing the trouble. Took it clean. Pulled it, and he didn't play that well. And now he's blocked up the front and the line that was running into it, so they're going to have to play on the left-hand side where the darker ball with a stripe on it is. That's or could attempt to push, but I wouldn't do on this terrain. It's a bit too thick. I wouldn't even attempt a shot. That's a little bit dangerous coming out that side, but I'm not the one playing in this particular game. But because if you play too close, just like that, then you knock the ball closer. And that was just all written on the cards. That's why I said to not do that, not play that side. So Team in White very happy with that outcome. 6-5, I think. Monsieur, c'est 6 pour vous?
Ou 6.
6 et 5.
5.
Ouais, merci.
Nouvelle
So,
formation
6 to the team in white, 5 to the team in black.
Nous vient de la T5
6-5.
La formation de Patrick Arrivé et José Garcia et Daniel Mercier que nous retrouverons donc demain matin pour les huitièmes de finale.
Cross court now. It's a good first point. Really, really good. So just confirmation from my friend Ricky Bez, champion of Carcassonne and an Ode, who is coming this weekend. So I shall be filming him in plenty of his games. He's quite an outstanding player. It's a very, very good shot there. He's coming for the top 1,000 Saturday and Sunday. And he's played it really well. 2 superb points there. There's confirmation. The close up. He needs to be careful there in case the umpire sees him. He was out of the circle with his feet, but umpire's just wandering over. I think he might be having a word now. Yeah, he's wandering over. You can't shoot like that. Look, he's saying your feet. Yeah, you have to be careful when the arbitres are around. They will. Brilliant. Yeah. Really, really good. Really great way.
Gérard Pillol, Christian de Salle et Alain Dacosta.
Didn't look comfortable with that shot at all. And the moment he stepped in the circle, it just looks like it's Head was down. I mean, he kind of snatched at it as well. Probably isn't that way, but that's certainly how it looked. It's a very good ball. It's not taking the point, but it's a very good ball. So 246 teams started this morning. That's a big turnout for veterans. And this isn't even the whole of France. This is just one particular area, the Ardèche. Close to Aude and also Hérault and Lyon area for players. Great selection of very good players here. I like watching the veterans because you've got so many former French champions. That's a brilliant point. Plenty of them still playing incredibly well, despite advancing ages. Incredibly competitive, very wily players with really interesting tactics, and they're still aggressive, but they're a little bit more clever at times. Whilst youngsters who'd love to just shoot everything. Sometimes, as I've experienced, the veterans can just quietly point you into the ground and drive you up the wall. And they don't do things that you expect. And I'm pretty close to being a veteran myself. That's a brilliant point. Confirmation of the score there in a second. Combien? Combien? Pour 8-6. OK. Merci. 3 pour vous. Cette même. Ouais, ouais. Merci beaucoup. 8-6. So as I thought, it was 3 that end. Just had to get confirmation. Ooh, that's a big dumping ball. Just went straight into the ground. Did not play it particularly well. But look, it's in front. Boule devant. Lift it over that. Done it well. Look at that. Perfect. Use the ball in front as a good guide. Cochonet's right next to the ball. Because it's slightly heavier terrain, you can get away with landing a little bit in front and it kicking up into the ball. Just like that one. Hasn't taken the point, but it's bought them some room. That's okay. It's not in the best of places. So team in white, they will just look to lift it over that front ball again, just to end up next to the bouchon. That's the idea here. So he landed on the right-hand side rather than the left-hand side, which potentially has done enough. Changed his donné slightly. Quite sure why, because the first ball was exceptional. Hasn't quite come through enough. They're going to measure it. Various big measures coming out. Player in white, he's in the circle. It's like he was pretty much resigned to the fact that they weren't there. Fairly decent crowd here for this game. A lot of people down by the bar, but there's probably 30, 40 people out watching this game, sat in their little deck chairs. Pour mon YouTube. C'est ouais, c'est pétanque coach. C'est le premier à le monde avec le commentaire anglais. Ouais. Pour mes amis à Écosse, Pays de Galles, Belgique, beaucoup. I whipped that one. It just stuck. So they've got plenty of ball in hand. There we go. A little bit difficult to measure with the ball right next to the bouchon, but it's done the job. This is going to be an interesting end because terrain banks down that way and is slow, and there's a big old pile of heavy rocks up there around where his feet are now. So you need to land in front, run through a little bit, but try not to attack this too much because the string is down the side there and that is out of bounds. That's a good example. Attacked it a little bit too much.
Allez, partie de cadrage au concours B. Terrain 99, la 224, donc la 223. Terrain 99, 224, 223.
Shot incoming. Wow, just over the top. And that is why you mark the circle as well. It's good. Good ball. Great shot. That's a hell of a carrow. Very good point.
Nouvelle formation qualifiée donc pour demain matin les huitièmes de finale, toujours sur place de l'Erest. Donc les amis, je vous rappelle, demain, tous les concours, huitième et quart de finale, ça sera là-haut. Hein. Donc nouvelle formation, celle de Patrick Calibert, Guy Bouvet et Christian Chastan, que nous retrouvons donc demain matin pour les huitièmes de finale.
Oh, that really took a kick. That's what I mean about these stones that are in the front. You land amongst them, you've got a problem on your hands because they are going to kick and affect your ball quite a dramatic way. So that carrow, bonjour. Je pense 9 à 6 possible maintenant.
Merci.
De rien. Tough position here to know exactly what to do. See, the carrow is still holding the point. They've got a decent second ball in there, but there's not really an awful lot else in, so it's got to try and put at least another ball in. Opted to shoot the ball. Not really shooting for anything there except a bit of space. I haven't really got much space now anyway. Would have been shot for 2 potentially. It's difficult to judge from back here. Obviously the danger is if he hits the ball that's next to the bouchon, then that's going to move it, which is going to cause a problem. So it's going to do well to point in here. You never know. Wow, did a good job. Hard point onto the ball. Looks like potentially 3. There's 1. There's 2. And the carrow. It should be 3. Combien maintenant? Le score? Combien?
11 à 10 alors.
11 à 10, merci. 11 à 10. Skip through with that. Just a touch. Yeah, it's a good ball. Bien joué. So again, just here, you can just land in front, just kick into the ball. That looked good in the air. Just a little too much force. Just over the top. So, 11 à 10. Looking, thinking about defense. Personally, I'd be looking shoot again. But no, going to point unless he's going to play hard into the ball. Didn't move the bouchon enough. It's skipped it through, but still the dark ball in front is closest. So now they have to play bouchon to move it. Certainly to get close to it as possible, because they're only two baller at the back. That's a decent little point. So shot incoming here. Aubenas. Good hit. Took a couple of ball out. Unfortunately, his own ball as well. But took the object ball out, which is the most important thing. Team in white have got the point now with the two silver ball at the back of the bouchon. But there is space there to point in. And they are ball up. 3 in their hand. Team in white have 2. So ball advantage. But the 2 on the ground, you don't want to be dropping a point. You want to try and get one, at least get in second position, if not winning the point. He's in second. Just gone through. You can tell the disappointment in his face. It wasn't Happy with that. It reacted hard off the ground and jumped through. So this is Bernard, yeah, with the ball in his hand. Can he now either rest it on the Bouchon? That's kicked as well. Oof. So 11-10. If they hit that ball, they're going to measure. Quite sure who's there at the moment. They're going to do a little bit of a... There's an R beat here, so the umpire will come over and measure. We'll see what the situation is now when the umpire measures these balls. He's been standing watching the game, watching for people running out of the circle. And so whilst the umpire's measuring, we'll just point out the situation with the ball. The silver ball is the white team's ball. The two darker ball, obviously the blue team's ball. If he shoots the silver ball, then that stops them getting game. Points in, it can still be shot because they have two ball left in their hand. So it's a difficult position. Now this particular measuring tool allows you to slide a little bit of metal along, so it gives you very, very accurate measuring. The back of it has to touch the ball. It doesn't have to touch the Bouchon, but it's very, very accurate. As long as you keep balance and you don't move that slider. Silver ball. There we go. So 11-10. If it was me, I'd be shooting that silver ball. Stops the team in white getting game. So the options, what are the options? What would you choose here? Leave a comment into, obviously, the comment section. Would you shoot the silver ball? Would you point and try and move the Bouchon towards the darker ball at the back? Would you point and just try and take the point, which then exposes for Claro Gagne? Would you point and try and rest it into the silver ball? That's another tactic as well. Would you shoot and go for Claro on the silver ball? That gives you game on the ground. So I think he's opting to point. Taking the point. So does leave the option now, Claro Gagne. If he hits this one, in theory, if he Claros, then they should win. Didn't Claro. It's a good hit. So whatever he does not want to move that Bouchon. Leave the Bouchon where it is, play out to the right-hand side, run it into the dark one if you absolutely have to. That's good. Good too. So, 12-11. 12 pour le blanche and 12 for the white team. So what will be the option for this Bouchon? about 8.5 meters. Should be relatively straightforward point here. There's no great big rocks. The area is relatively flat. There's no particularly difficult areas in front.
Rendez-vous demain matin pour les huitièmes de finale, bien sûr. En gros, hein, sur le... Exactement, monsieur.
So let's have a look. How do we get on with this one? It's a good lift.
Place de l'Érette.
Span it in nicely. It's about 5 to 6 inches in front. So at this stage of the game, boule devant like that is a very, very strong position. So in my opinion, they should be attacking. They should shoot this ball. First time, no messing around. That's my opinion. Player's always smiling, always very happy. He's not worried. He's going to point, and he's having a little look and a smile with his friends behind. They're getting him to point. If he wins the point, it'll be good, but putting you behind the 8 ball all the time. Don't think he's particularly happy about pointing here at all. Rightly so. See, this is the problem. This is what I talk about when you have a ball like that in front and you're 12-11 down in a game, and instead of shooting, you point, and then you just point the ball next to the ball. As you can see, now they've got a real difficult position. If they shoot now, they can take their own ball out and the object ball, which is also difficult. They could maybe miss, and then they've still got the ball that's stuck behind the object ball. If that had been shot first time, they wouldn't be in this position. This is all just my opinion, of course. And that is exactly what happens 9 times out of 10. You clip your own ball out. Oh dear. So now the situation is, from a tactical perspective, if they shoot and miss, they're in real trouble. But if they point, it's just defend, defend. So a real quandary here. Let me think what I would do here. Well, you do have the option for tire-le-bouchon. At this particular stage of the game, tire-le-bouchon is an option. However, fairly thick terrain, so it doesn't move that much if you hit it. You're looking to point in and see if he can just take the point, sneak past. Short. Now, of course, this is my opinion on the game from a coaching perspective. Doesn't mean I'm right, doesn't mean I'm wrong, but it is my opinion. And they have a problem now because they still can't even shoot the bouchon because it's such thick gravel. It's not likely to go anywhere. If they shoot the ball now, there's also a problem. So because there's nothing really close, unless they force a carreau, they're going to be in problems here. 12-11 down.
YouTube?
Ouais, ouais. Mon channel, c'est Pétanque Coach.
Ouais.
Ouais, j'ai expliqué les positions et les tactiques et
Ah
les
ouais.
stratégies pour les abonnés. C'est beaucoup de personnes en France aussi, tout le monde. So I went for the bouchon, tire le bouchon, and
Pas bien.
non. Ouais,
J'ai tiré d'entrée avant de pointer.
ouais.
C'était bien de jambe.
C'est le premier choix. Pointer, partir.
Ouais, mais tu
Ouais,
peux
ouais,
tes cuisses.
ouais.
Là-dessus, le droit, tu peux faire carreau.
Ouais, ouais. Fais le carreau, les
Et
premières.
donc, ça boule, c'est collé dessus, c'est déjà tendu.
Ouais.
Si elle est bien en face, encore, il tape.
Ouais.
Ça sur l'autre, mais là, il est à
Taper
moitié boule.
le 2, ouais. Ouais, c'est très difficile. Taper le boule devant. Ouais.
Ouais, c'est pas mal, ça.
Ouais, c'est pas mal. And we
Il y a
can
le
zoom in
aussi, hein.
and we can see the trouble that they're in now. So can't shoot the bouchon, you can only shoot the ball, the silver ball that's the middle of the three. Dans le milieu, les trois boules devant, tire le boule devant, possible. Two ball in hand. Just buried the bouchon. There we go. That's what happens. He hit it right on the head and it just went into the ground. Just buried it. Didn't move it a millimeter. So I say, very difficult on this terrain to be shooting a bouchon. If he was going for the bouchon there, which I would assume he was, two ball in his hand.
Votre site, vous m'avez dit, c'est pétanque?
Pétanque Coach.
Pétanque coach.
Ouais.
Ok.
C'est 5 millions de vues
Ah ouais?
et 4000 abonnés. Et c'est le premier channel avec les commentaires anglais.
Ah ouais?
Ouais, à le monde.
Ouais, c'est bien.
Ouais.
Et là, vous faites tous les concours de
Ouais,
de
j'ai
partout?
visité beaucoup de concours,
Ouais.
à Metz, Sète, Nyons, Carcassonne. J'habite proche à Carcassonne, à l'Aude. Et mon équipe, c'est Cherbourg, dans le nord.
Ah ouais? Ah oui?
Ouais, c'est très difficile, mais j'habite ici, dans le sud, 4 mois maintenant.
Ah ouais. Donc, presque tous les jours, ben,
Ouais,
les concours.
et j'ai filmé beaucoup et j'ai joué aussi. Mais perdu, j'ai filmé après. Ouais,
C'est bien.
ouais, c'est pas mal. Mon ami Ricky Bez arrive à samedi pour le national. C'est très bon joueur. Non. So they've gone from looking in control to a very different position now. Still got 3 ball in hand.
Les boules, c'est quand des fois? C'est pas encore fini? C'est pas encore fini, tu sais, tu lâches que tu les mets dans le bouchon, tu retires le bouchon.
Surtout qu'il reste bien hypé comme ça, là.
Ah,
C'est pas marrant.
je veux dire, moi, les boules,
C'est pas marrant.
Is he going to shoot or point? Il est pointé, je pense. I think he's going to point. Up it goes. C'est bien, bien joué.
On se partout, là.
On a les rien dedans?
ça,
Non?
12 ans, j'étais.
Ouais.
Bon, impeccable.
Ouais.
Pétanque coach,
Pétanque Coach, merci bien. So, very interesting game there. Hope you got some good value from not only the two teams, but the tactics and the explanation of the tactics and what I thought about them. Doesn't mean I'm right, but it's just interesting to see when I say certain things are going to happen and they do happen. And it's easy because I'm looking from the outside here and I'm not actually in the game. And often when you're in the game, sometimes you can't see things, sometimes you can, but little things creep in. But hopefully you enjoyed that. Leave a comment for what you think.